Hi, this is Walter Schmidt speaking, award-winning author on the book on super yacht sales and the new upcoming book, Communicate with Relevance. You are here now on the Walter Schmidt Show, which today we have a little bit more than one person. We have 4 people in the show for a special reason. There is a why behind it. First of all, I want to welcome those 3, 4, and me 5 individuals. Number 1, Lauren and Jordan, Jackie and Adam. Those are 4 individuals who have some things in mind. They want to cross the Gulf. The part of the Gulf, or which one, I want to let them tell you, and there's a reason behind. It is about cystic fibrosis, which is a sickness. Somehow, a lot of people are not aware of what it is. They have no clue, but it's a very serious thing. And what we're going to do is we want to convince you as a viewer and listener to make not only one donation, perhaps more. And it's not a matter of time. It's a matter of taking action and also participate in the society, also into another angle. But welcome very much for you 4 people, Lauren, Adam, Jordan, Jackie, welcome here on the show. And I want to ask you first, Lauren and Jordan, what is your big why? Who are you? Why for that one? And what is the purpose behind all this? Talk about a little bit your story, what is going to happen very soon.
Yeah, so a couple years ago, Jackie on the other screen over there came to me and told me that she was going to paddleboard from the Bahamas to Florida. And I about fell off my unicorn because I did not know that that was the thing. And so I asked her to tell me more. And that's when we learned about Piper's Angels, which is an awesome organization that helps the cystic fibrosis community and providing resources and advocacy in the Palm Beach area. And I told my husband about it. We were at a baby shower that day. I came home, I told my husband, and he was like, I'm in, let's do it. And I was like, wait, what? And so we did participate in this a couple years ago, but it's called Crossing for a Cure. And it is around a 72-ish mile paddle from Bahamas to Florida. And it is to raise awareness for cystic fibrosis. And that's why we do it. And we do it for Jackie. So I'll let her tell her story.
Jackie, I have heard now many new things, and also for the listeners, perhaps they have heard also new things. This cystic fibrosis is something that people are not aware, really not. Even I needed to check out what it is. But let's hear, Jackie, what is your input, your story?
Well, thanks for having us. I'm Jackie, this is Adam. And cystic fibrosis is a genetic lung disease. It's something that obviously you're born with. My sister and I were both diagnosed really young, and it affects mainly the lungs. There's an issue with clearing mucus, chronic infections, and it can affect the pancreas and other parts of the body, but it's mainly causes chronic lung infections. So maintaining and taking care of yourself requires a lot of breathing treatments, proper nutrition, IV antibiotics when you have an exacerbation, hospitalizations, and it's just a grind. It's a lot of work every day. And so part of, I think, the vision of Travis Suit, who founded Piper's Angels, was to really help people understand more about the disease, but also invite them to do something really grueling and challenging so that they could sort of understand the commitment and the work that you have to put in being a cystic fibrosis patient, but also being married to somebody with CF. And it's kind of something our whole family takes on to help take care of me. It makes a lot of sacrifices for.
Yeah, and part of the reason we moved to Florida, we moved from Texas to Florida, was because the salt air and being by the coast is very good for her and people that have cystic fibrosis. There was a study with surfers that were here and constantly breathing in the salt air. It was much better for them. So we live 2 blocks from the beach, which is great for her just to be active and outside. And in Florida, you can be outside most of the time. So, you know, doing stuff on the water and surfing and paddleboarding, that was all beneficial to her. And when we heard you could do this as a fundraiser, this was something that we definitely wanted to take part in. So we'll be doing it in a couple days with Jordan and Lauren as a team. And it's rare that someone like her is able to participate and be active. She runs, because the norm is most people with cystic fibrosis can't even walk briskly without getting out of breath and out of that. So she's kind of an anomaly here, but it's great that they're in the event that we're going to do. Several people that have cystic fibrosis are able to compete in
Keep it going. Jackie! 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 Woo! Woo!
Awesome. So it sounds also like it is a huge part of encouragement for people with cystic fibrosis to not give up, first of all, and also to start trying out something new, that their lives becomes better and that it becomes more worth. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Now, in terms of the donation, first of all, I want to know now, right now here, where can people give their donations to support you, to support families who have troubles, who need also some help? How does that work?
There's a few different ways, actually, and we can give you the links for these websites. But Piper's Angels Foundation has a website, and you can make contributions directly to their website. Also, the Crossing for Cystic Fibrosis, which is this particular event, is their main fundraiser every year, and you can contribute on that webpage as well. Or our team of 4, we have like individual team fundraising page through GoFundMe that we could provide as well. So there's lots of opportunities to give multiple times if you feel called to. So we'll provide you with those links.
Actually, if you look here, and if you are interested, which you should not think about, you should just do it. Sometimes it's not about thinking. Oh, don't overthink the actions, but take action. And it's not a matter that you have to make a donation of thousands of dollars. Every single dollar counts. Now, you'll find here in this interview before and right now, as well as you watch below, some links where you can go to get not only information, but also to have the opportunity to be part of the team, to support whatever it takes to help the people. And is there a website that you can mention that people can find it if they just listen to it?
Yeah, if you go on Google and you just look up Piper's Angels, that's a great place to start. You can see the organization as a whole. There are links that can take you to the crossing from that main page. So I would just say look up Piper's Angels. And Piper is the daughter of Travis Soot, who started the organization. So it's named after her, and it just represents all the people that participate either in person or by giving. They're part of that team of angels to support Piper and also the whole community.
Yeah, because his daughter has cystic fibrosis, so it's very touching. She doesn't participate in the paddle, but she's there at the event, and then she's there when every team lands, and she welcomes every team, and tears are running down her face because she has the disease as well. But also you can go on YouTube and just search YouTube Crossing for Cystic Fibrosis, and you can see videos from past events that are really well done. And you can see, you know, the beautiful water we get to come over in the Atlantic, but you can also see the past crossing and how grueling it is and all the different ways people participate, because your listeners could come participate. You know, this could be something they could do. We do it every year, every summer. So you could come be a boat captain, you could come be a crew member, you could come paddle yourself.
Well, that sounds awesome, because it's not a one-off action. It's something that continuously goes on, which is important. And now you mentioned some things about captain and boards and all this stuff. Now, just give me some information. How long is the distance that you will paddle, and what are the main threats that might occur on the way?
Let's let our captain, Jordan, speak
Yeah.
to that. He's the captain of the vessel.
Yeah. So just a short introduction. I work for Dennison Yacht Sales, and our owner, Bob, who I think you know, Walter, every time we do this, he kind of gets behind me and our team and really helps raise support for it. But for the people that listen to your show or watch your show that may not know the geography over here, the Bahamas are basically just hundreds of islands to the east of the state of Florida. And the particular island that we're going to be coming from is called Bimini. If people want to look it up on the map, it's basically about 50 to 60 miles east of Miami, so the southern part of the state. But the way we're going to do it is once we leave Bimini, we kind of take like an arch trajectory towards the Palm Beach area, and the Gulf Stream runs from south to north. So that kind of helps push us along at between 3 and 6 knots, depending where you're at. It is a long way. The distance is close to 80 miles, but you have a really good current behind you, 75% of the time. And that's what makes it possible to do. And it takes about, I think 2 years ago when we did it, it took about 15 hours. And we were not the fastest team by any stretch.
No. There are people who do this it's called proning, and they lay on their boards on their stomachs and they use their arms and they paddle the entire way. So there's competitive racers, and then there's the recreation teams.
Yeah.
And we do the 4-man relay. So it's pretty great because we each take turns doing 20-minute shifts. So you can do anything for 20 minutes. You just paddle hard. And then you switch people and you just do it about 15 times, and then you're in Florida.
And, Walter, one of the cool things about the event is that we actually start in the middle of the night in the Bahamas. We leave it between midnight and 1 a.m. So it's pitch black when you take off. And within 15 minutes, you really can't see another boat. Everybody disperses quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And then throughout the day, you'll randomly see, a boat here and there that either passes you or you pass by. But there's going to be close to, I think, 70 boats and 250 paddlers or so this year. So it's a huge group of people, and we take off in 6 different waves, starting at midnight this coming Saturday.
Wow, that sounds like a huge event, at least for Switzerland. It's a very good event, very great event, and it is the why. I think that's the strongest part. Why are you doing that? And the reason is obviously, and I believe also that this will strengthen the mindset of being not only a team within the team, but also the general behavior as a human being. And I hope that a lot of people will not only join there on the boards, but also join there just to watch you and to support you mentally. And all the others, and if you are listening here now, and if you want to do something good with your money, beside buying things for yourself, support this event, support Lauren, Jordan, Jackie, and Adam, and all the others in this event to make it happen not only once, but to support more than once, many times, and hopefully in future, more and more, raising up, growing up, everything that those people who are in need have the support that is needed, because not everywhere there is so much support like in other countries. I think you guys do a very good job. And also I want to mention the Dennison Yachting, which supports also this event. And I hope that if you are another broker or a charter company listening to that and this video,
Jackie! 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 Woo!
take action. Ask your employees, ask yourself how much you want to donate. Don't ask whether or not. just ask the question how much it is worth. What else other than we have mentioned now here should the people know before we end up this interview?
I'll say one thing. I'd say, if somebody is compelled to donate, I think they should plan to come participate in it. I think if you make a connection with people and people behind a cause, I think you're more inclined to do that. So, it'd be a very great time. It's paradise over here. It's always summer, and it's beautiful water. The Bahamas is beautiful, and Florida's beautiful. So we're praying for smooth seas and a great condition for the crossing. But I would say if anybody's listening in our international audience out there, that you guys would come be a part of it yourselves and plan to do that in the future years.
And I would say as an individual with cystic fibrosis, I mean, obviously the rigor in taking care of myself is a lot, but I think there's something so moving and profound about seeing people who are choosing to do something hard. Like, I didn't choose CF, but they're choosing to take their bodies to the limit, to stay up all night, to maybe get seasick on behalf of people like myself or others with CF who can't come out and participate. So I think that's really touching to see people be involved, whether it's in person or by sacrificing their funds to support us. That means a lot to me.
Yeah, I would agree wholeheartedly to that. Being a part of the event, I feel like both of our eyes were opened more. I mean, we've been friends with Jackie for years, but our eyes were opened more to what exactly cystic fibrosis is and what it is that people deal with on the daily. And like Jackie said, like, the event was designed to be more rigorous for everybody participating, to have like a sliver of empathy to understand what it would be like, I mean, truly, for lack of better words, to like struggle to breathe at times. And so being a part of the experience it's incredible. There aren't really any words for it. It's very moving, spiritual, really. And when you get to the beach and you're just like embracing, and we did this, and like Jackie and I mean, shared a moment that was unfortunately captured on camera with the ugly cry, but it was probably one of the most special moments of my life. So I'm excited to do it again.
Well, I believe it's not a question to look good all the time on camera, because emotions is what make people move. And it is about authenticity that also creates actions. And taking part or being part of the event, absolutely. If that is possible for you, if you listen or hear that one, I encourage you to check out what is going on for the next event or this event that you can participate, because it's not only about the why, that is the big word, which is the cystic fibrosis, but also the networking where people get together, because the networking makes a society like that stronger, and you can be part of it. And not only being there, but having great people around you, people who knows what it means to have a life beyond the border that a lot of people don't know because they don't experience. So it's a value that you get anyway. And thank you very much for your time, for your words, for your participation, for this interview. And a last time for you, take action, make sure that you'll find all the information in this interview, participate, give what you can give, and be on the event if you are there around. Join it. Be part of the community. Not because you have to, because it is a value that you will get, which you will not get if you aren't there. Thank you very much for all you. And I wish you on your journey with the whole team a lot of success. Of course, as well, fun for the whole event, which is important, and a lot of support for the big why you are doing that. Thank you very much. This was the Walter Schmid Show. Another time, another way, another framework. I think one of the most important interviews so far I did, because it is something behind as a why, which is bigger than anything else that I have done so far. But continuously, we'll do it further and more often. Take care, stay safe, be in this community. And thank you very much for participation and for donation, whatever you can. Bye.